ceasefire without peace that has become Gaza's new normal for Palestinians, the U.S. brokered truce does not bring calm or closure. It merely suspends aerial strikes, but not the consistent fear of living in the minds of Gazans. On the ground, the ceasefire looks like a fragile pause between storms. Here's more.
Palestinians are in the crossfire of Israel and Hamas. While both sides accuse each other of truce violations, the death toll in the Palestinian enclave continues to rise. In the past 48 hours, over 100 Palestinians have been killed in relentless Israeli strikes. Israel's military says that it continues to uphold the ceasefire, even as it acknowledges launching fresh airstrikes in the north of Gaza.
Reports that over 100 Palestinians were killed overnight, most of them children and women, in a wave of Israeli airstrikes across the Gaza Strip are appalling.
The Israeli military says its latest operations targeted sites used by Hamas to store weapons. The IDF claims Palestinian militant group planted the remains of an Israeli hostage at a DIG site, then called in the Red Cross to stage what appeared to be the discovery of a missing captive. On the ground to Palestinians, these explanations make little difference. In recent days, several residential buildings in densely populated neighborhoods have been struck. Hundreds of families have been displaced, and those still in their homes speak of nervous nights filled with the sound of drones and distant explosions.
This is not the first time Israeli forces have violated the ceasefire agreement in the Gaza Strip. Multiple attacks have occurred west of the so-called Yellow Line, or through airstrikes launched by warplanes, actions that blatantly violate humanitarian principles and the Geneva Conventions.
In Gaza City and Khan Yunis, footage shows people digging through collapsed buildings with their bare hands. With almost no rescue equipment available, efforts to reach survivors move painfully slowly. The air carries the acrid smell of smoke and dust at makeshift camps filled with displaced families. Parents describe children waking in terror at every thunderclap or distant rumble. Even Qatar, who is a key mediator between the two sides, voiced frustration over the continuous violence in the Strip.
What happened yesterday was a violation, and that what we were expecting, that this violation also will be, there will be a response for it. But fortunately, I think like the main parties are, both of them are acknowledging that the ceasefire should hold and they should stick to the agreement.
Hamas has turned over the remaining 20 living hostages and 15 of those who were killed during captivity. In return, Israel has pulled its forces back to the Yellow Line. This marks the demarcation of its first withdrawal position within Gaza. Yet, between this partial pullback and the next stage of talks lies a deep uncertainty. The second phase of the agreement, which requires a wider withdrawal of Israeli forces and ultimately a formal end to the war, is proving far harder to achieve.
We are truly exhausted. What crime had those children killed in the bombing committed? That child blown to pieces, that little girl who lost her face. Why must we endure all this? Why can't we live a normal life like everyone else in the world?
Both sides are on the edge, waiting to see what happens next. Each hour of calm feels temporary, and every quiet night feels like a pause, not real peace. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.